Okay, so let me start by saying that I am not a lawyer. I am not legally trained. I am not giving advice in any way, shape, or form. I am just a man that is reviewing, analyzing the situations as I see it, being a Black American in the South, particularly in Florida, and my opinions of what's going on with the police and everything else. But segueing into the police, America in general does have a gang problem. And the largest gangs or gang in America are the police. If you really think about it, there's not too much difference between the police and a civilian gang except for the badges itself. Think about it for a second. You have a lot of police corruption. They do a lot of bad things. They get initiated in tattoos. They're a brotherhood and family, kind of like a lot of civilian gangs. Like with some civilian gangs, they do some good stuff. Just like police, they do good stuff too. But overall, if you look at the experience, the police should be held to a much higher standard than anything in a gang should be in. In fact, the two shouldn't even be comparable. I should not be able to relate a gang to a police department or police officer. With that being said, I'm pretty sure everybody by now has seen the William Anthony McNeel footage, at least the first video. I have multiple video segments I'm going to go over. I'm going to go over the charges, what he could have been charged with, and also one of the laws in Florida that I thought is pretty archaic and I forgot about, and I'm a Floridian, that he used to pull him over to justify everything that's happened to him so far. This is going to be a little bit of a long video, so if you're going to sit here and watch it, please do so. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. If you're not going to sit here and watch, just have it playing in the background or something, and let's just enjoy each other. Now, I'm going to start with the original video that everybody has seen. The whole entire world has seen at this point, and this happened back in February 19th of 2025.
When he pulled me over, he walked up, opened my door because my window don't work, right? Yeah. And then I said, so what I did wrong? Yeah. He said, well, for one, your headlights are off under this weather. I'm like, okay. There's multiple people headlights off, first of all, and then there's no rain.
It doesn't matter.
And I want to talk about that whole entire reason in the video, in this particular video, about him being pulled over, his headlights being off.
I'm required to have headlights on.
Can you pull that law up?
Huh?
Can you pull that law up?
Yeah, when you step out of the car, I will.
Can you call your supervisor?
Huh?
Can you call your supervisor?
All right, go for it.
Exit the vehicle now! Exit the vehicle!
Now, right there, him being sucker punched just like he was, that'll make anybody upset or mad, but he still held his composure after the fact.
Show me your hands!
Here. I'm here.
Also, that must have been a weak punch if you just could sit there and just roll it off like let nothing happen. That speaks volumes of the man that got hit and values and even lesser of the police officer that hit him. The man could take the punch, the police officer can't throw one.
What is your reason, sir? What is your reason?
Pay attention right there. The police officer just came in and unbuckled him, and that's going to play into a key factor here in a moment later on too.
Reason. Step out now.
No. Again, right there, another assault, another punch to the face.
Stop fighting! Put your hands behind your back! Put your hands behind your back! Resist! Hands behind your back!
You know, whenever I hear a police officer scream out, stop resisting, they're already hostile. I'm just surprised and very fortunate that this young man is still alive. Because knowing when police officers are this hostile and violent and ill-tempered, and you hear the word stop resisting, you normally hear gunfire after.
What's wrong with you?
I was putting my hands behind my back.
Ain't no talking now, man. Ain't no talking.
And I'm kind of curious on the reason why he didn't get anything worse happen to him, because there were black officers there too.
You're fucking stupid shit, bro. I was doing it, bro. What's going on, man?
You're under arrest. That's what's going on.
No, bro.
Yes, bro.
You
Yes.
have a lawful reason, bro.
Big knife center right here too.
You want someone going like that, bro?
Yeah, I'm gonna take it off
now,
of you,
man.
bro.
Yeah. And I'm just trying to have a regular conversation with y'all, bro.
That's not how it works.
Too late.
You see them trying to look inside a vehicle to justify what they did just now. I think he had a realization they kind of went overboard. There's about 4 officers there that I can see in this particular video alone.
When they asked you to step out of the vehicle, you should have done that shit.
So your pocket didn't even act. Marijuana in his right pocket.
Yes. So why close the door if you see him pull up?
Because, man, what you mean? He talking about arresting me and stuff, bro. I didn't do nothing.
It's called resisting, idiot.
I didn't do nothing wrong, sir. Can you back me up to the car so I can clean up?
Whenever he says it's called arresting idiot, that kind of reminds me of the little kids that's at the playground that asks you a stupid question that doesn't have no particular rhyme, reason, or answer to it. And they say, oh, you're an idiot. You know, whatever. Okay. So let's go ahead and switch over to my computer screen. Now, that was the video that was put out by everybody. I mean, for everybody to see, right? That was his actual cell phone. I'm glad he recorded that, because if he didn't record that video interaction, they wouldn't have made up any story that he wanted to. Now, there was a press conference, I think it was earlier today, where one of the black sheriffs came out and is talking about how this was justifiable. They didn't see any faulty wrong. Yes, there was some excessive force. It's going to be looked into, yada, yada, yada. He was essentially the fall guy to break the news to everybody, because if a white officer would have came out there, it would have been a lot worse, most likely. And now, people normally say in my videos, I talk about things that are black and white and race related, but that's just America, how it is. America is a very race country. Everything is race related. Every single decision, especially with black Americans. I could get into a whole nother video about that. But let's go ahead and play the other angle that you didn't see initially. And this should defeat any purposes of people saying that he did something that wasn't recorded. So let's go ahead. Yeah, I'm sorry, my science is getting to me, so I'm having a little trouble talking right now. So if I talk for too long, then I have trouble a little breathing. Is this on? Okay, so it's not on mute. He must then turn on his camera yet. Now, this is the officer that pulled him over. Now, in my experience, you're supposed to pull more over to the right when you get pulled over, but, you know, whatever.
Yeah, Florida 24 Bravo Echo Charlie Whiskey on a silver Kia. I don't know, this.
Yes, sir.
Is there a reason why you're popping the door open like that?
I don't have a window that works. Is there a reason that you're pulling me over?
Yeah, absolutely. There's a reason why I'm pulling you over. For one thing, inclement weather, you don't have your lights on. 2 things, you're not wearing your seatbelt.
It's daylight.
3,
I don't need the lights. And it's not weather. It's not raining.
Oh, this is inclement.
It's not raining.
Okay, I'm not arguing with you. I'm telling you why I'm pulling you over. Give me your driver's license, registration, proof of insurance.
No, call your supervisor. Why?
Excuse me?
Call your supervisor. Why did you pull me over?
77, 35. I'm $50 driver. I've already told you.
Why did you pull me over?
Step out of the vehicle.
No.
Step out of the vehicle. 25 seconds. For 94, the driver just slammed the door and locked it.
Call your supervisor.
Yep.
Now, it is your right to ask for a supervisor. Now, he is explaining why his door is open, because his window doesn't work. And if you look at the other side of the vehicle, I can believe it. And we'll see that here shortly on the other video angle, I believe. But why was he pulled over? I'm not sure. Now, is it illegal or unlawful for a police officer to pull you over for not having your headlights on during inclement weather? No, they actually have the right to. So I was not sure about this, and you know, every state has silly rules and laws that you're kind of like, that doesn't make any sense. So I want to get back to the video, but I kind of want to go over this right quick. Yes, in Florida, you're required to turn on your headlights anytime your windshield wipers are in continuous use, which includes light rain, drizzle, or any wet conditions, even if it's daytime and it's cloudy. Additionally, headlights must be used from sunset to sunrise, or visibility falls below 1,000 feet due to smog, smoke, rain, etc. Something on Reddit. Again, I got this on ChatGPT. In Florida, if your windshield wipers are running, you're supposed to have your headlights on. After dusk, headlights are supposed to be required on by law. Again, it's something I didn't know. Now, had there been times to where it has been like a little light drill, so I turn my wipers on just to clear it off, but it will still allow visibility? Yes. In Florida, it could be a bright, sunshiny day, but you still have rainfall in your car. It happens. So it's kind of like one of these laws that's there, but it's not really enforced. Okay. Little key points. Cloudy and using wipers, headlights must be on. Cloudy but no wipers, good visibility, lights are optional. Again, cloudy but no wipers and good visibility, lights are optional. So when you look at that video, it was cloudy out. His car was a little wet, but it was good visibility out. So I don't think that was really justifiable to really pull him over. If it was still drizzling, I could say, okay, he was in the wrong, but he wasn't. Yes, his car was wet. The officer's car looked dry from the initial part of it. So I don't understand why he got pulled over personally myself. I think it was because the condition of his vehicle in a dark tent, if I'm being really honest with you. Raining, foggy clouds with wipers definitely on. Between sunset and sunrise, lights are always on. That one's kind of obvious. So let's go back to the rest of the video now that we clarified that. Last time I'm going to pause it, I think. I'm not justifying the officer or defending them. I'm just trying to give all the facts that I possibly can about this, because this is some serious stuff. Because especially if you're in Florida, you got notice to protect yourself. I want everybody to be protected.
25 seconds. If anybody responded, come in from Commonwealth, block the vehicle, please. Keep your hands where I can see them, sir. My camera's on too. I've already told you. Okay. Okay. Right now you're under arrest for resisting. You understand? You're under arrest for resisting. The longer you take us on, the worse it's going to be. Keep your hands where I can see them, sir.
Now, you're about to see a bunch of police officers come up here soon. I always say that whenever you get pulled over, there's always like 2 other cop cars come right behind them. This to be nosy. It could be a perfectly fine and peaceful stop, and then this happens. I'll tell you a story about me personally that happened that can relate to this in a small instance that where the extra officer actually benefited me.
Okay. Sir, this is your last warning to open the vehicle and exit before we're going to break the window. Open the door and exit or we are going to break the window. Open the door and exit or we are going to break the window. No, he's under arrest. Open the door and exit. You are under arrest for resisting.
So this whole entire time, I'm just thinking to myself, why didn't he try to call the supervisor not one time?
Open the door and exit. You are under arrest for resisting. Open the door and exit. You are under arrest for resisting. Open the door and exit. You are under arrest for resisting.
And when I say the condition of this vehicle, this is just one side, but if you look at this side of the vehicle, you see the dents at the bottom of the vehicle.
Vehicle's blocked in. He's locked it up. He's putting the window down the passenger side and talking about.
It also doesn't look like his hood goes all the way down. He's getting his hand ready to break that window right now. He's ready for it. He's ready for it.
break the window. I'm about to break the window.
All right, go for it.
2 more. So there's another cop on the other side. That's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, about 4 officers.
Exit the vehicle now! Exit the vehicle! Show me your hands.
Here. 33 at 15:21 hours.
What is your reason? Step out. What is your reason? Step out now. Get on the ground. No, don't touch it. Get on the ground.
And you see him being punched in the back right there, right? He's on the ground. The officer got his hands on his head, pushing his face into the ground, and the guy behind him is punching him in the back for no reason.
Put your hands behind your back! Hands behind your back! What's wrong with you?
What you mean? I was putting my hands behind my back. I was going wrong.
Ain't no talking now, man. Ain't no talking.
Fucking 2%, bro. I'm doing, bro. What's going on, man?
You're under arrest. That's what's
No,
going on.
bro.
Yes, bro. Yes.
Lawful reason, bro.
You gonna throw my phone like that, bro?
Yeah, I'm gonna take it off of you, bro.
And I'm just trying to have a regular conversation with y'all, bro.
You just gotta see what that.
Oh, the police officer hit his car. Never mind. See, I thought he stopped like right in front of it. He actually hit the car. It didn't move, but... Huh, okay. So they damaged his property. Yeah, look at that. They damaged his property. Well, no, wait, he does have things on his bungee cords on his hood to hold it down. Okay. Okay. So maybe it was already messed up. But either way, it does look like if he didn't have those bungee cords there, I would automatically assume the police officer did hit his car and damage his property. For no reason again.
So your partner didn't even ask.
Marijuana in his right pocket.
Yes, it is. So why close the door if you see him pull up?
Because, man, what you mean? He talking about arresting me and stuff, bro. I didn't.
And look at that. Well, you didn't see in the initial video that came out on his phone, look at his mouth.
It's called resisting, idiot.
I didn't do nothing wrong, bro.
I don't know.
Can you back me up to the car so I can lean up? Sit up. You done bust my bro.
You can start rescue. 1067. Approximately 30-year-old Bravo Mike. Last race is 11. 2570. I'm gonna go around and get in this car. Okay. That ain't good.
So that's the officer that punched him in the back. And he's like, oh, look at my hand. It hurts because I punched a guy in the back that was on the ground. I swear, man, some of these police officers, they're vaginas with a gun. That's exactly what they're, vaginas with a gun and a badge. If they didn't have a gun and a badge, they'll be helpless.
I know. You should put some gloves on, bro. No. You see that? Yeah. Oh, yeah. What's your name? You good? Yeah, you or him? Okay.
Did he just fist bump him?
Rent a car from our newest fleet yet.
So that was one angle, right? So let's look at the other angle. So you got 1, 2, and here's a third one. And this is the one of the police officer that actually punched him in the back.
Sir, can you please ask him what did I do wrong?
Well, we're conducting a traffic stop right now. You need to comply.
I am complying.
Hey, unlock the car. I'm going to push it up.
Open the door and exit. Open the door and exit. You are under arrest.
And why is he out of breath already? He literally just got out the car. He said a few words and he's out of breath. He's excited. This is what I mean. These police officers are crazy. And I know I said police officers are crazy, and I understand that officers are needed. We need our police officers. However, we need a higher standard of officer than what we've been seeing lately. And I mean lately, especially in the last 2 years.
Exit. You are under arrest for resisting.
Just listen to him. And this is what I mean. Like his back window is kind of open.
Can you unlock the door and step out?
Can you talk to me though?
I will. Can you step out?
Because you don't even know the whole situation.
You're being done. There's a traffic stop being conducted. You're required to comply.
And I'm required to actually.
So,
Can I talk?
yes.
When I go right?
Correct.
He gave no lawful reason.
Huh?
He gave no lawful reason why he pulled me over.
Okay. So what did he ask for when he I guess talked to you?
When he pulled me over, he
Yeah.
opened my door because my window don't work. Right?
Okay.
And then I said, so what I did wrong?
Yeah.
He said, well, for one, your headlights are off under this weather. I'm like,
Okay.
there's multiple people headlights.
Okay, that's still a legitimate reason to pull somebody over.
There's no rain.
Yes, it is a legitimate reason to pull somebody over, but I really do feel like part of the reason they pulled him over is, for one, they couldn't tell. Well, they could probably, his window tint is dark. 2, his vehicle looks kind of janky, and 3, they were just bored. I'm just being really honest with you. Police officers would tend to pull people over when they can't easily identify you, and also if your vehicle looks quote unquote suspicious. And that's me having conversations with police officers. That's not me saying that it's out of nowhere. Yes, it's fine to have a janky vehicle. I have a janky vehicle in my driveway I've had for 15 years. I have other cars too, but when I take that other vehicle down the driveway, I'm pretty sure people will look at me crazy. So it's just one of those things there that I hear officers' logic, because when they see vehicles like that out on the road with dark tint that looks kind of janky, and let's be real here, and they're black or some type of minority, well, let's be real here, it's not even black, it's Hispanic, they're going to think that vehicle is going to be used to pull off some type of crime, heist, or drive-by. Again, I'm not saying that's what I'm saying. That's me having conversations with police officers in the past, because at one point in time, I wanted to be a police officer. Really, in particular, I wanted to join the FBI, but they said one of the paths you could go through that if you didn't go through college is to be an officer of the law, because that's the kind of things they look for. So when I was having conversations with police officers, doing ride-alongs and things of that nature, those are the things that are being told to me that they look for. Don't necessarily agree with it, but here we are. So they use this whole entire, headlight weather thing that I went over earlier, that again, in the state of Florida, you do got to have your headlights on when it's just a little bit of drizzling, or using your windshield wipers, things of that nature. I went over that earlier. Maybe I'll go over it again before the video closes out, so people will be more informed that they'll use it as a reason to pull you over. So that's why I always say, whenever you're out, you got to know the laws and make sure that you even know the dumbass laws, so that way they can't have a reason to pull you over.
It doesn't matter. You're still required to have headlights on.
Unfortunately, he's not wrong in this
Yeah, when you step out of the car, I will.
Because his car doesn't like wet from rain, so it could have just stopped raining.
Huh? All right, go for it.
Exit the vehicle now! Exit the vehicle! Show me your hands.
Here.
Again, his hands are up and nothing being done wrong.
I'm here. What's your reason, sir? Step out. What is your reason?
Step out now.
All right.
And notice how they unbuckle him. That's really key. They unbuckled him.
Get over here. Don't fucking get on the ground. What's the fight?
You see him? He's on the ground already, and he's punching him in the back. Like, why is he punching him in the back?
Behind your back. I'm resisting.
Hands behind your back.
What's wrong with you?
2574, lift 1033, one in custody.
Stop.
And I'm more disappointed that one of the black officers didn't push him off. In all seriousness, If you see a black man that's on the ground and the only reason he's being pulled over is just for some weather lights, not having his lights on during the weather time, and you let a white man just punch him in the back for no reason after you saw him get cracked in the jaw twice, man, forget both those two officers.
Ain't no talking now, man. Ain't no talking. I'm cool, bro. What's going on, man?
You're under arrest.
No, bro.
Yes, bro.
You
Yes.
have a lawful reason, bro.
That man's salivating. Just hear him.
You gonna throw me ball like that, bro?
Yeah, I'm gonna take it off you, bro.
And I'm just trying to have a regular conversation with y'all, bro.
That's not how it works.
Too late. It ain't no too late.
When they asked you to step out of the vehicle, you should have done that.
So your partner didn't even act. Your partner
Marijuana in the right
didn't.
pocket.
Yes, it is.
So why close the door if you see him pull up?
Because, man, what you mean? He talk about arresting me and stuff, but I didn't do nothing
Oh,
wrong.
resisting, idiot.
You know the old saying, not all skin folk are kinfolk.
I didn't do nothing wrong.
Camera rolling in there.
Can you back me up to the car so I can clean up?
Now he's in his car looking right now. I think he realized he overreacted, so he's trying to find something right now.
I did.
Okay.
That ain't good.
Look at that. He just looks so proud that he punched him. You see what I mean? Do you see what I mean? He just looks so proud and happy what he just did. Sorry asses.
Yeah. I know. He should have put some gloves on, though.
No.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He looks like the kind of man that's gonna go tell his wife, "Guess what I did today? I punched a man in the face. I wasn't resisting." Just because he doesn't like he could win a fight for he just doesn't.
Here.
Huh? You see that joint?
What? The knife? Yeah, I see it.
So dang, they had a whole bunch of police officers for a man that wasn't resisting. He was just being a little difficult. Now, when you, I'm gonna stop right there for now. Let's take a look at this. Oh, I'm not a robot. Let's get that click back. No, it went away. Okay, let's get this. Now, I am on the Jacksonville, Florida's Sheriff's website for inmate search. He's only been there one time, right? So that's his name. When he was released on the 20th, he was admitted on the 19th when the arrest happened. 22, black male, 6'3", arrested on 219, 180 pounds. So larger than the average man, not weight-wise, but height-wise, right? Now, here's the crazy part right here. Here's the crazy part. The amount of charges they were trying to put on him was some straight bullshit. Okay. Here's the statute over here. Possession not more than 20 grams of marijuana. Well, they found out when he was searching his pockets. He was minding his business. I don't care about that. And if he had his license with him, that shouldn't even be a thing. Resisting an officer without violence to his or her person. So why? Some of these things are stupid. Let's keep going. For the seatbelt law, driver not belted to be cited, but he was belted. They unbuckled him. Financially responsible, driving while driver's license suspended. Okay. Again, wouldn't have known that. They didn't pull him over. Headlights, rain, fog, smoke, etc. Oh, no headlights, rain, fog, smoke, etc. Now, it wasn't rain. His car was wet, but, okay, that's fine. That's not a arrestable charge. That's just something that will get you a fine. Use or possess with the intent to use drug paraphernalia. Okay, so let's go to this. Go back at the top again. Possession of marijuana charges drop. I'm pretty sure he may have had a license for that. Let's see. Resisting officer without violence Time served. He got out. He was in there for 2 days, maybe, I think, or a day. Well, I guess 2, because it'll count the day he went in, the 19th, and then when he got released, the 20th. Let's see. Florida seatbelt law again, invalid charge. I'm glad they put that as an invalid charge because they knew that was dumb. Let's see. Driving while with a suspended license. Again, that's a fine. So a fine there. No headlights. Another fine. Drug paraphernalia. Charges dropped. Okay. So what I went ahead and did was I made a little spreadsheet of what the potential charges and time he would have gotten if he was found guilty of all these things. So drug possession, and that's the state statute number right there over to the left. The offense, the description, the offense type, the maximum jail/prison time. That would be considered third-degree felony. Drug possession, 5 years at the max. It's kind of sad that, you could still, and that was us on the sheet right here, statute number 893.136-B, same thing right here. So if you really got charged with that, the maximum jail time is 5 years in prison for marijuana. Keep that in mind, just for marijuana. That's crazy, right? Let's see, resisting officer without violence, 1 year in jail. Possession of drug paraphernalia, 1 year in jail. And the rest of the stuff, no jail time because they're all just fines, right? And I just find this interesting, this right here in particular, that they were trying to get this man prison time for ish that they did wrong. That they did wrong. Nobody else did this wrong. Him. So, what do I have right here? Oh, okay. So, all this is public record, right? So I went ahead and went to, I forgot what website I pulled this from. But anyways, I pulled this from the Duval County, Florida, Jacksonville, Florida, and what the judgment and sentencing was. Okay. And this is where I got the 2 days from, because that's how they counted, 19 to 20, each one's a day in jail until you actually get out. Let's see here. And here's the thing. They're saying that this would be excessive force complaint, and that would have been taken very seriously and whatnot, and he didn't file anything. Most likely why he didn't file anything and a lot of these was dropped was because they probably intimidated him. Think about it. They broke his windshield. Punched him in the jaw twice, and then while he was on the ground, while his face was mashed into the ground with glass on it, they punched him in the back multiple times. They most likely said, hey, if you drop all these cases here, we will drop what we have on you. That's most likely how that conversation went. That's how it commonly goes. Okay. Let's see here. The defendant accompanied by the attorney, none being presented. Oh, you didn't have an attorney. That's not good. After the foregoing charge was rendered, defendant, blah, blah. Let's see the defendant state. I'm not going to read all that. Let's go down here. Court ordered fines, costs, and fees. This is the part that I find the most interesting. You mean to tell me this man got to pay fees and have pay fines after he got punched in the jaw, after he got jumped by multiple officers, after he got verbally assaulted because he never cursed or disrespected any one of these officers, but you saw those officers calling him a dumbass and punching him in the back multiple times. Keep that in mind. Let's see. Court order and fine. Defendant shall pay fine in court amount of $200 pursuit of. I didn't look up that statute number. Is it on my list? 775.83. No, it's not. So I should look that up later, but I'm not going to right now. So $200 right there. Defendant shall pay 5% additional cost of fines in the amount of $10. Okay. Defendant shall pay additional misdemeanor crimes compensation trust costs in the amount of $50. Okay. That one's zero, so I'm going to skip that. Defendant shall pay $65 toward all assessed and additional court costs pursuant. Why? Defendant shall pay $20 in court pursuant costs. Okay. Defendant shall pay $3 toward additional court cost clearing. Defendant shall pay $2 towards criminal justice education and local government pursuant. Okay. Defendant shall pay, that's zero. Medical costs, zero. Defendant shall pay local government and criminal justice trust funds cost of $60. That one 0, 0. Defendant shall pay teen court costs. Why teen court? He's not a teen. He's 22. But okay, for $3. I guess it's how they fund all these programs. They're just going to charge you for everything they can of anything they have going on. Let's see. That's 0. What's this $20 one? Defendant shall pay Crime Stoppers costs of $20. I always thought Crime Stoppers was a civilian program, but apparently it's not. 0, 0, 0, 0. Defendant shall pay a lump sum of $50 in the cost and prosecution pursuant. Okay. Defendant shall pay a lump sum of $50 for law enforcement. Sheriff also investigate costs and pursuant. So he has to pay them $50 for the investigation they did of him when they did everything wrong. Okay. And that's 0. So that's like 200. What's that? 50, 300. So this is about a little bit over $400 in cost. So he got to pay over $400 in cost because he got punched in the face, thrown into the ground, and punched multiple times in the back. Crazy world we live in. Anyways, you guys tell me what you think. I'm sorry if you hear that noise. That's my neighbor making some noise. I don't know what's going on, but luckily I'm done anyway right now. Anyways, like, comment, and subscribe. Hope you guys have a great day. Thank you.